Each afternoon, everyone. Okay, let's start. Okay, so the phase one of our EH Junior Leadership Program is all about starting the five W's and one H of leadership. So this is for you, young leaders of um, your generation. Okay, so before anything else, let's look back on the topics that or the items that we have learned so far in the previous sessions, no? So, nabanggit nga natin dyan yung five wives and one husband, yung five W's and one H. So, ano ba yun? Diba yun yung why, what, when, where, who, and how. Okay? So, first one is the why. So, I think you already know what the purpose of leadership is. Para saan ka ba bumabangon? Hindi, joke lang. Para saan ba? Bakit mo ba pinipiling maging leader, no? So, there is always a purpose on why you choose to lead or to be led, diba? And then, what leadership is and is not. So, leadership is not about me being a partner, you being a rank and file na I will delegate or I will just, ano mo yun, boss you around and tell you what you need to do or what you don't need to do. Leadership is not like that. Or leadership does not work like that. Leadership is something like you do to influence, to make a change, diba? Yun. And then when it starts, so leading is not just it does not happen when we are ready, no? So it does not happen when we are in a position. Yan. Ako, mag-lead lang ako kapag naging partner ako. Mag-lead lang ako kapag naging manager ako. Hindi ganun yun, no? The leadership starts in every small aspect that we do. Sabihin na natin sa isang project, no? You were tasked to do a certain job. And ano ba yung goal mo doon, no? Is your goal just to finish? Or is your goal to make it successful yung project na yun, diba? So, paano ba magiging successful yung isang project na yun? Because it is through your leadership. Hindi lang naman yan kailangan may position ka para maging leader, no? Hindi kailangan maging ready ka. Kailan ka magiging ready kapag matanda ka na ba or ugod-ugod ka na? Before you can actually say that you are now ready to lead. May mga nagsasabi dyan, mag-lead lang ako kapag meron akong enough experience. Paano mo ma-earn yung experience? Paano mo magagamit yun if you do not start now? 'Di ba? So, hindi naman yan yung pagalingan eh. We are not on a pagalingan then before you can say you are a leader or before anyone tells you you can become a leader, 'di ba? Okay? Where? So, anywhere. So, leadership starts from yourself. Hindi lang naman yan na magiging leader ka, like for example, in a team, no? Kailangan i-assign ka as leader. No, it starts with yourself. You have to have that discipline para sa sarili mo to achieve what you want to be or what you want to become in the future. And then, who? What is your identity as a leader? Are you someone like a spoon feeder, no? Isusubo mo lahat sa mga tao na hawak mo. Yung mga instructions, everything that they will do. Or you're a type of leader who will give them objectives and then you let them grow or you let them bloom by themselves, no? So, yan. I think everything was discussed naman previously by in detail by the other speakers, no? And then how so yung leader responsibilities and leadership growth process natin. Okay? So, yun yung five wives and one husband na naging focus ng sessions natin from the previous days or weeks that we are joining or participating in this EH leadership program. So, ayan. Now na nakapag-recap na tayo, no? So, activity agad tayo. Okay, so this is more like a comparison of what kind of leader you are today and what kind of leader you want to be in the future. So I want you to reflect on yourself as a leader today, identify your strengths, your habits, and your challenges. And then imagine yourself in the future. What do you think? What kind of leader do you aspire to become? So you write it in a piece of paper or kahit Word yan or sa Excel kung saan nyo gustong ilagay sa PowerPoint. You just have to answer who are you today and who you want to become in the future. Okay? This activity, no, so gagamitin niyo tong activity ninyo na to for our second activity. Proceed na tayo agad, no, sa second activity natin. So, our activity is about bridging to our leadership tomorrow. So, kanina, di ba, I asked you, what kind of leader are you now and what would you like to become in the future? So, each group will answer the following. So, what kind of leaders do we want to become into the 3 years? What challenges might stop us? What support, feedback, or collaboration do we need from each other to bridge the gap from today and to that future? Okay? So, just a sample output, no? So, your current reality. And you have here a picture na meron tayong bridge. And then, on the left part, it shows your current reality. And then on your rightmost part, andito yung future nyo. Now, how will you go from your current reality to your future? So, yung point of discussion nyo later would be the actions, the habits, the practices, and support that you will be needing for you to be able to transition from your current reality to your future. Okay? Just to have an introduction lang on the topic that I'm gonna share with you now. Ayan. So, we already begun the journey by uncovering yung mga essentials ng leadership, no? So, we have identified the 5 Ws and 1 H. And this 5 Ws and 1 H were already discussed thoroughly by our presenters or by the speakers through the previous sessions. And from what we've learned, leadership is not just about knowing ano ba yun, what it is, why it matters, where it belongs, when to act, and who we are as leaders. It also answers the how we carry the weight of responsibility and commit to continuous growth. No? Now, beyond principles, we take the next step. We should bear in mind that leadership does not exist in isolation. So it lives in the balance between standing firm and independence. I believe na-discuss sa atin na sometimes we have to be uh, to stand on our own even if no one is around to help us. I believe there is naturo na sa atin yun, no? And but there is also a part that sometimes we have to lean on others in interdependence and multiply the impact of those through collaboration. To grow, a leader must hold all this degree: the courage to stand alone, the wisdom to journey with others, and the humility to share accountability. This balance is what strengthens the leaders for or in the long run. Okay? So, our first key point. So, a leader can stand alone, but shouldn't grow alone. So, kanina na-mention ko, no, sometimes it always starts on standing alone. Minsan, ikaw lang talaga, no? Ikaw lang mag-isa dun sa, whether it could be an unpopular opinion or a suggestion. Sometimes, sa isang group, no? Minsan, ikaw yung may naiibang opinion. But it doesn't necessarily mean that you're wrong. Sometimes you have to take a stand on what you believe in, 'di ba? Sabi nga dito, standing alone shows courage. Ano ba yung courage na yun? So, leadership often uh, means making decision even when unpopular, even if nag-iisa ka lang. Even if ikaw lang yung nag-agree dun sa sinasabi. In those moments, the true test of leadership is, will you stand by your values even if you're the only one standing? True leadership is standing by the values even if you're the only one standing. Yan. Sabi nga, this is where courage defines you. It is not your title, it is not your position, but your choice to act. Your choice to stand. Okay? But, syempre, although we are being courageous, no, we need others for us to grow. Yan. Sabi nga, standing alone is sometimes necessary, but staying alone is dangerous. Why? Because growth happens through input, feedback, and wisdom shared by others. If you stay alone, there's no room for you to grow. Yan, diba? Sabi nga even extraordinary leaders, nagkakamali yan. Even them, they need people or they need someone with them para magawa nila kung ano yung mga dapat nilang gawin. No? Without others, you may be courageous. But without others, you may also become blind dun sa mga weaknesses mo. So kung mag-isa ka lang, nobody's there for you, to guide you, to provide inputs dun sa mga ginagawa mo or wisdom, then, tawag dito, you will be blinded. Paano yung next step na tatahakin mo, no? Are you still doing the right thing or not? Yan. So here's a thought to ponder, no? That even extraordinary leaders rise higher because of mentors who sharpen them, peers who test them, and teams who believe in them. So while standing alone ignites leadership, no? Ignites a change, ignites a move. It doesn't end there, diba? For change to really happen or for something to really move forward, it should not only you, diba? You need others, you need support, diba? For it to make it happen. So parang ganito lang yan yung extraordinary mission and vision natin of 1 million extraordinary and heroic Filipinos, diba, for Free Philippines. It started with an idea, but it won't happen without us, without the people who believes also in that idea. So true leadership is a balance. There should be a balance between courage and humility. Humility in taking feedbacks or inputs from other people. And true leadership is a balance, a courage to stand alone, and humility to learn from others. Sabi nga, if you only stand alone, you risk arrogance. And if you only rely on others, you risk naman dependency. Please take note, no, that it is growing with others does not mean dependency on others. It's more like, ito nga yung sinasabi natin na interdependence We are connected with them. We are growing with them, growing together, but not dependently. We are growing together independently. No? Okay. So growth means knowing when to stand firm and when to lean on others for wisdom and strength. Okay. So let's see or let's check examples of those people, no, or those leaders who ignited or imperfect example natin ng mga leaders na they stand alone but they grow with others. Yeah. Okay, so one is Rosa Parks. So she's an ordinary woman, mananahi, and ang pinaka-striking na ginawa is, 'di ba? Kasi uso talaga before, mga panahon niya, yung racial discrimination and that those black people do not have, parang wala silang karapatan, no, wala silang say sa community, wala silang power or anything. So one day, she refused to give up her boss seat to a white passenger. And that single act of courage na ginawa niya, the fact itself that she did not stand up just to give it or just to give way to a white passenger, no, standing alone, that is courage. And that courage sparked a boycott. And this boycott turned out a big change or naging turning point siya for the US civil rights movement. So nagkaroon ng change dun sa batas, diba? Nagkaroon ng movement for the civil rights, diba? To be changed. Yun. So nagkaroon ng bosses ngayon, yung mga black na tinatawag. And unti-unti. Although racial discrimination still meron pa rin talaga yan. Especially in the US. Medyo matalamak pa rin yan sa US. Kung makikita mo marami ng leaders yung wala ng skin color. Anyone can be lead. Anyone can be successful. Anyone stand a chance. That even yung highest position nga in the government, diba? They have the power, they have the voice na, diba? To lead. Okay? Another one is Hideling Diaz, no? she trained under difficult conditions. So hindi madali yung mga pinagdaanan niya due to lack of funds. Alam mo yun, yung talagang nag-makeshift siya ng mga kailangan, yung mga gagamitin niya to improve herself, no? Without any resources. Kasi yun yung issue before, no, sa mga athletes natin. They lack the resources. Meron tayong athletes. We have the best athletes, but we lack resources to fully train them, to really guide them, help them dun sa mga needs nila to compete. So, she stood alone in discipline and courage when the odds were against her. But at the end of the day, or in the end of the day, she openly credits her team of coaches, yung mga taong nasa paligid niya na sumusuporta. Everyone, including the nutrition psychologists and supporters, for helping her succeed. Okay, next point. So, collaboration strengthens, not weakens, leadership. So, leadership is not about doing everything alone. So, hindi naman yan yung tipo na ako yung leader, sige, ako gagawa nito. Ako nagagawa ng PowerPoint, ako nagagawa ng report, ako nagagawa ng ano. Ako na mag-iisip para sa inyo. Leadership is not like that, no? Real leadership is not about proving that you can carry all the weight yourself. Hindi, kaya ko naman yan. Sige, ako nang bahala dyan. Hindi yan ganun. Leadership is about making sure that whatever task, whatever project, whatever engagement, or whatever job is given to the team, the project, the engagement, or the team itself will succeed. Okay? Ito, hindi naman to yung hindi tayo nagpapaligsahan dito eh. Parang lang to basketball, di ba? There can be a star player, di ba? May MVP tayo, ganyan. But without passing the ball, without making a play, di ba? Kung lagi na lang, like for example, no, kung lagi na lang, kunwari, sa Chicago Bulls, no, Chicago Bulls, tanda, yun lang kasi yung kabisado ko ngayon. Na, kunwari sa Chicago Bulls, no, kung kay Michael Jordan at kay Michael Jordan nila ipapasa yung bola. Diba? Oo, shooter si Michael Jordan, diba? And he is a great player. But will the team, especially no kapag nabasa na ng kalaban yung playing nung nung most valuable player nyo, no, it will come to a point that babantayan nila yan si Michael Jordan, and Michael Jordan will not be able to shoot anymore. So the only moment for them or for you to win is to pass the ball. Passing means it does not necessarily mean na sila ang mag-shoot. Passing means you have to make a play of their roles. Kailangan merong dedepensa dito. Ipapasa ko to para laruin yung game. Magkaroon ng tawag dito, ma-shift yung attention ng mga attackers, diba, sa iba, so that we can make a good play. We will be able to shoot, to make a point. Okay? Yan. Sabi nga dito, a great leader knows when to take the shot and when to pass. Hindi laging shoot ng shoot. Sometimes, in leadership, no, you have to pass some responsibilities. Like, for example, you are entrusted with overseeing a project. And there are little tiny bits of activities that you need to do. And hindi mo magagawa yun ng ikaw lang mag-isa. You have to pass something to someone. Like for example, may mag-vouch o naman yung ganito. Tapos may gagawa ng working papers. Merong magko-consolidate. That's how you juggle the people around. No, it's not just dahil ikaw ang leader. You always have to take the shot, diba? You always know, or you must know when to make a pass. Also in collaboration, it brings better solutions, no? Collaboration doesn't take away from you your independence. It actually multiplies your effectiveness. Sabi nga, one example dito, no? Ang isang kandila, kaya niyang magbigay ng liwanag sa isang madilim na lugar. Pero kung 10 kandila yan, hindi ba mas maliwanag? Mas maganda yung output niya, diba? And going back dun sa example natin sa basketball, no? If you know how to collaborate, pwede kasing yung mga, like for example, meron kasing mga hindi naman talaga shooter sa basketball, pero they can make a shot. Because of this collaboration, you are able to utilize not just physically the team, but also mentally. Mentally in such a way that they were able to give ideas, they were able to provide their inputs without judgment, and then with confidence. And then you as a leader, you give you take that, you take those inputs, feedbacks openly, diba? In leadership, your role is not to shine alone, but to help the whole team move. And by that, you are open for everything that you believe will help your team to win. So one great example of this collaboration is through People Power Revolution. No? So hindi naman na bago sa atin. What is People Power Revolution? It is hindi na natin i-describe it in detail, no? Para hindi tayo masyadong politically inclined. But looking back or looking on how the people are millions of Filipinos acted together, 'di ba? And no one leader could have made it happen eh. Na, oy tara, punta kayo dito. Hindi naman siya basta-basta ganun lang eh. At if andito yung keyword, no? Yung unity. Yan. Because of the unity that they need to make a stand. They have to do it, 'di ba? They share a common purpose that they have to do this to free the Filipinos. And that is what drives also yung people power revolution, no? So sabi nga, collaboration is not a weakness, it is a strength that creates change. And finally, my last point, no, in leading with balance, shared accountability keeps leader aligned. So accountability is not weakness, it's strength. No, sabi ko nga kanina, no, even strong leaders, they have blind spots. They make mistakes. In layman's term, they make mistakes. They miss details, they get tired, they get tempted, they get burned out. But real leaders take responsibility. Sa nga 'di ba, sa airport na lang kunwari, no. Uh, Airplanes need ground control to guide them. So kahit na sobrang galing yan ng piloto mo, walang nag-guide sa pilot kung saan siya pupunta. Sabi ko, ay, di ba nga sabi natin blind spots? Ang pilot meron yung mga blind spots, especially kapag ano na tayo, ano, yung parang masyadong cloudy, they need to know where they should be heading, di ba? And those people na mga nasa tower, yun yung nag-guide sa kanila to get to the runway, to get to the airports, no? So, flying without feedback for the pilots is dangerous. So, in the same way, leaders need accountability. So, accountability, hindi naman yan ibig sabihin weakness yan eh. It keeps you sharp because you are opening yourself to vulnerability. Yung vulnerability na yun, it creates an avenue for you to improve, for you to change whatever it is that requires change, diba? So, encouragement and correction build growth, no? Encouragement lifts you when you feel discouraged, and correction helps you avoid mistakes before they grow bigger. So, in managing a project, diba, you might feel confident working on your own task, but without accountability from your team or your project manager, blind spots can grow. Halimbawa na lang, no? O sige, gawin mo to, gawin mo yan. Gagawin lang nila yun for the sake na matapos, no? But if hindi nagkaroon ng accountability yung buong team or even the project manager, there can be errors. It can be prone to errors. It can be prone to mistakes. Okay? So, it cares to or it is necessary to check na magkaroon ng health check tayo within our own team, no? Not just us leaders to check our subordinates, but our subordinates also to check. Or we hear, it's more like we hear our subordinates, diba? Rather than asking them or waiting for them to speak out, diba? There are so many ways kasi kung paano mo maririnig yung staff mo, no? Marami. It could be through their actions. It could be verbally interpreted or implied. Yan. Yan sa actions, and then through others. Yan, marami tayong ways to hear them. Yan, encouragement comes when your project team celebrates small wins. Yan, katulad ng mga points, no, na nabanggit nyo kanina. Yan, yung pag nakaka-complete ng milestones, nakakatapos ng report, 'di ba? This boosts morale and keeps the momentum. Kahit hindi siya sobrang laking achievement, no? The fact that you were able, for example, no, the fact that you were able to submit the report within the deadline is worth celebrating, 'di ba? Even if sobrang rush, walang katulog-tulog, but the fact that you have completed the task, it is worth celebrating. Yan. Correction happens naman when a teammate points out that a delivering is already missing some points or may mga errors, ganyan. Yan. Catching it early prevents bigger delays later naman. Yan. So just like in project management, accountability partners ensure the project doesn't just move forward, no? Hindi lang yung, sige, tapusin natin ito hanggang dulo. But it moves forward in the right direction. So, pag sinabi right direction, at saan ba tayo dapat? Ano ba yung goal natin from the very start, no? I think you were able to point out that yung mga why, 'di ba? Why or what? Ano ba yung TBAs natin? Para saan ba to? Ano ba yung objective natin? So you always go back to the objective. And then from there, kaya nga nauso yung word sa atin na ano calibration. You calibrate each and every time their error or mistakes nandyan sa doorstep natin, no? So it's not a matter of completing the task perfectly. Walang ganun. It's more like completing the task and managing all mistakes, shortcomings na na-encounter during the completion of the task. Okay? So let's look at those people who pwede natin maging example dito. No? So, let's say for example, Nelson Mandela, no? We know Nelson Mandela. He became Africa's president after years in prison. So, nakulong pa, diba? And many expected him to seek revenge for apartheid. Instead, he chose reconciliation and peace. So, yung pinaglalaban kasi ni Nelson Mandela, diba, is yung apartheid na sinasabi, wherein it is an issue about the racial color or yung discrimination. He spent decades para dun sa pinaglalaban niyang right na yun. And then later, he helped South Africa into democracy with a vision of unity and equality. But instead of him to take revenge, no, he chose reconciliation and peace through or because of the people surrounding him. Because he listened. So sometimes a great leader, or most of the time, leaders should know how to listen. Kasi it's never tawag dito, hindi, sabi nga, 'di ba, it is not, there's no I in team, 'di ba? Or only we. So it's the same with leadership. It should not be an I. Hindi dapat ako. Leadership is not only about leadership, is about extending it to the people around. So, sabi nga, 'di ba, meron tayong classic a good leader is a good follower. Tugtungan pa natin na a good leader is a good listener. Yan. So, Nelson Mandela listened and he listened and he became accountable, no, to the vision of unity. So, yun yung pinaglaban niya, yung vision niya. So, hindi siya na-redirect. Kasi parang ang pinaglalaban dito is the peace or the unity among the unity and equality of the African people. And then if he chose revenge, 'di ba? Madidiscarrel yung vision eh. Ang tawag dito, redirect, malolost in translation, or madidefeat yung purpose. In other words, no, madidefeat yung initial purpose. Why do you fight, diba? What are you fighting for? And then let's look at Mayor Vico Soto. No? So, yeah. So Vico gained attention for his transparency and accountability, yung style niya ng governance. He allowed the citizens to access government transactions, and he faced criticisms openly, and even invited COA and watchdog groups to review the city's finances. And ay, yung nakikita ko, hindi ako taga-Pasig, no, pero nakikita ko yung how the people praises him for his governance. And kitang-kita na he's not someone na, kung mapapansin nyo na, no, there's no Vico Soto in Pasig. Wala kayong makikitang name niya. Diba? Unlike dun sa ibang cities, municipalities, where yung name ng politician, you know, but here in Pasig, you don't see his name. It's only Pasig. So, ibig sabihin, it's the people, diba? It's, yun yung ano niya eh, yun yung focus niya, the people. So, yung isa pang ano niya dito is, he is transparent and accountable in everything he do. Yan. Kahit medyo tinotroll na siya ng mga tao, he's okay with that. As long as he is doing yung trabaho niya for the people of the Pasigin, for the Pasigueños, diba? So instead of acting like he knew everything, he let his team and constituents keep him accountable. So leadership is knowing your purpose, understanding what it truly means, daring to act where you are placed, discovering your identity, embracing responsibility, and committing to a lifelong growth process. Yet, leadership is never just about steps or stages. It is about the kind of person you become or you will become. So leadership requires the courage to stand alone, the wisdom to collaborate with others, and the humility to be accountable. If you hold these three together, you will grow into leaders who are both independent in conviction and interdependent in growth. I'd like to end with this phrase, with this reminder that the bridge to your leadership tomorrow is not something you build alone. So each of you is a piece of that bridge for someone else. Ibig sabihin, hindi lang ikaw, but you as a leader or as a person, you help build that puzzle because you are a piece of that bridge for someone else. So as young leaders, your strength will not come from standing apart, but from standing together. So that's all. Thank you, and I hope this wrapped up help you get a deeper understanding about what leadership should look